Just a little stirred up is all. During Greek, though, I was sleeping like a drunken Polyphemus. I may as well fit tongue and tweak my ears again. And I came within an inch of being late this morning. First thing I thought of when I woke up were the verbs in me, and Christ, how goddammit, I conjugated all the way to breakfast and all the way to school until I was ready to throw up. It's been just after 3 when I dozed off. The pen made another blot in my book, and when Mathilda woke me up, my lamp was smoking. But the birds outside the window, they sounded so happy to be alive. I immediately started feeling unspeakably melancholy again. Tried to brush through my hair, put my collar on. But it feels good when you've accomplished something in spite of yourself.
Can I roll you a cigarette?
Thanks. I don't smoke. But if only I can keep up. I'm going to work until my eyes pop out of my head. Ernst Rommel already failed 6 times since spring vacation. 3 times in Brockmann's class, twice in Greek, and the last time in literature. I myself only been in that deplorable position 5 times, and it's not going to happen again. Ernst won't shoot himself. Ernst doesn't have parents who are sacrificing everything for him. Whenever he wants to, he can go off and be a soldier, or a sailor, or a cowboy. If I flunk out, my father, he'll have a stroke. My mother, she'll end up in the loony bin. A person can't survive a thing like that. For the exam, I prayed to God to give me tuberculosis. And he gave it to me. Even now, I can sense it hanging in the distance, but glimmering around it. It makes me scared to raise my eyes day and night. Now that I'm on the ladder, I'll keep climbing. The guarantee is the logical certainty that I can't fall without breaking my neck.
There's an unexpected nastiness to life. I could see hanging myself in a tree. What is taking Mama with that tea?
Your tea will do me good, Melchior. Honestly, I'm shaking. It feels so peculiarly outside of myself. Touch me, would you please? I see, I hear, and I feel things so much more clearly now. Yet everything is so dreamlike, so atmospheric. You see the way? Long stretches, out the moonlight there. So quiet, so deep, as if it reached into eternity. Figures veiled in crepe come scurrying out of the bushes, across the glades, and vanish in the twilight. Looks like there's going to be a council meeting down there, Melchior. Maybe we should go down there.
Let's wait until we've had our tea.
The leaves, they're whispering so busily. It's as if I was sitting back and listening to my grandmother tell me the story of the queen without a head. Well, there once was this fabulously beautiful queen, more beautiful than all the queens in the entire land. Only unfortunately, she'd been born without a head. She couldn't talk, she couldn't drink, she couldn't kiss. The only way she could communicate with her court was with her small white hands. With her elegant little feet, she would tap to death sentences and declarations of war, till one day, she'd been conquered by a king who happened to have 2 heads, which were always getting in each other's hair and arguing so frantically that neither of them could get a word in edgewise. Well, the chief wizard of the court placed the smaller of the 2 heads on the queen, and lo and behold, it fit her perfectly. Whereupon the king married the queen, and instead of getting in each other's hair, they kissed each other on the forehead, and the cheek, and the mouth, and lived happily ever after. What garbage! Ever since the end of vacation, I can't get that headless queen out of my head. Maybe I'm a headless queen myself. Maybe someone will put a head on me.
Here, kids. Hope you like it. Hello, Herr Stiefel. How are you?
Thank you, Frau Gabor. I'm listening to dances down there.
But are you sure you're feeling all right? You don't look at all well.
It's nothing. I've just been going to bed on the late side the last few nights.
Can you imagine? He was up all night studying.
You shouldn't do things like that, Herr Stiefel. You should take care of yourself. Don't neglect your health. School is no substitute for good health. You should be taking brisk walks in the fresh air. That's worth more at your age than memorizing Virgil.
You're right. I can do exercises while I'm exercising. How did I not think of that? I'd still have to do the written work at home, though.
Oh, you can do the written stuff here with me. It would make it easier for both of us. You know, don't you, Mama, that Max von Trank came down with brain fever? At lunchtime today, Hunchen Relov came down from Von Schrank's deathbed to tell Herr Harping that Von Schrank had just died while he was with him. Well, says Herr Harping, don't you still have 2 hours of detention to do from last week? Here's the slip for the custodian. I want this matter straightened out once and for all. The entire class will participate in the funeral. Hunchen was stunned.
What book do you have there, Melchior?
Faust?
Have you read it yet?
Not all of it.
Right now we're on the Walpurgis night.
If I were you, I would have waited another year or two.
Mama, I can't think of any book where I've found so many great things. Why shouldn't I read it?
Because you don't understand it.
Mama, I am aware that I'm not in a position to fully appreciate the work in its sublimity.
Always read together. It greatly facilitates our comprehension.
Melchior, you're old enough now to know what is good for you and what is bad for you. Do whatever you think you can justify to yourself. I'll be the very first to express my gratitude if you never give me any reason to have to deny you something. I was just trying to call your attention to the fact that even the best things can have harmful effects if a person is not yet equipped with the maturity to properly appreciate them. I will always prefer to place my trust in you rather than in any given educational method. All right, if you need anything else, Melchior, come and call me. I'll be in my bedroom.
Your mama was talking about the business with Gretchen?
Did we spend even 1 minute talking about that?
Faust himself couldn't have dismissed it more cold-bloodedly.
Yeah, after all, as a work of art, the play doesn't culminate in that one act of infamy. Faust could have promised to marry the girl and then abandon her. As far as I'm concerned, Gretchen could have died of a broken heart. In my eyes, Faust wouldn't have been the tiniest bit less guilty. When you see how convulsively everyone latches onto that one piece, you think the whole world revolved around penis and vagina.
Well, to tell you the truth, Melchior, that's the exact impression I got from your essay. I fell on the floor at the beginning of vacation. I picked up a survey of the world history, but I locked the door, quickly raced through the flickering pages like a frightened owl flies through a burning forest. I think I read most of it with my eyes closed. It sounded to me like a series of vague memories, or like a song a person used to sing to himself when he was younger, and he hears it one last time right before he's about to die out of someone else's mouth, and it breaks his heart. But what shocked me the most was your explanation of girls. I can't get it out of my mind. I tell you, Melchior, it's sweeter to have to suffer a wrong than to commit one. To suffer from such a sweet wrong seems to me the essence of all earthly bliss.
I don't want my bliss to come as charity.
Why not?
I don't want anything I haven't had to fight for.
Then is it even pleasure then, Melchior? A girl's pleasure, Melchior, it's like the rapture of the gods. A girl's sweet dispositions make her put up a fight. A girl stays clear from all the bitterness right into the last second until she's transported straight to heaven. A girl is scared of hell at the very moment she feels a paradise blossoming. Her perceptions are as fresh as a spring that sprouts up out of a rock. A girl takes hold of the earthly chalice that lips have never touched before in a cup that flames and sparkles as she drains it. I imagine what a man gets out of this to be stale and flat.
Imagine it however you want, but keep it to yourself. I don't like to imagine it.